Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves opens up this weekend, guys, and you're going to go out and see it. I saw it, and I got to tell you, I liked it. I like this movie. Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves, not amongst thieves, among thieves. The synopsis reads, a charming thief and a band of unlikely adventurers embark on an epic quest to retrieve a lost relic, but things go dangerously awry when they run afoul of the wrong people. Now, this movie had Chris Pine in it, Regé-Jean Page, Michelle Rodriguez, Justice Smith, and Sophia Lillis, with Hugh Grant and Daisy Head. Daisy Head was the villain. She was that red mage there that you see, and she was awesome. Great villain in this. This was just a fun ride at the movies, guys. I said this in my initial reaction. If you liked the Mummy movie with Brendan Fraser, it's got that same kind of fun feel to it. The action-adventure feel to it. You don't need to have played the game Dungeons & Dragons to know what's going on in this movie. There were a lot of references in it, though, that I was made aware of over the social medias that said, oh, people recognize this part of it from the game. I never played the game. I played maybe once or twice in my life, but I'm not a hardcore fan of like that role-playing dice game. So I understood absolutely everything that was going on in this movie, and I didn't know anything about the game in this. So, it was just a fun time at the movies. You're going to be, if you get to see it with a bunch of people, see it with a bunch of people if you can, because you'll all be laughing at the same time. You'll be like, and you think that they played the best jokes in the trailers. No, there's some other ones that really pay off. It pays off in a good way, and I had lots of fun with this. The visual effects, it worked for it. And there was a bit of a backbone there with some character development. Hugh Grant there plays the bad guy. Sort of. Well, yeah, he's one of the bad guys. But Chris Pine is our main character, and he does a good job in this. He does a really good job, and he's a bard, right? So he's a singer. He's got quite the singing voice. And there's the Daisy Head. I like this costume. This costume worked for me a lot. Better than the red one, actually. She's kind of like the evil magician or whatever. Really effective. Made me want to look it up. But as I said, these four have got great chemistry. And it shows when they're all working together to solve the situations that they find themselves in. And it's just fun. It's 2 hours. It's got one mid-credit scene that's fun. But yeah, I would say I would want to see more from this. I really do. So I saw it at a fan event on Sunday, a sneak peek they called it. And man, it was packed in the theater. So let's see what people are saying about this. 90% by the critics, 94% by the audience. And I wouldn't say that it's a 9 out of 10 because it's not like epic quality, but it's fun. Let's see what some of the snapshot reviews are and see if we agree with them. Chicago Reactor says, Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves may be a dice roll in a few ways, but critical hits save it from being skippable. Skippable. So they're just trying to be fun there. A game changer. This fantasy comedy combo is an unrecognized surprise that's rolling out critical hits. See, again, everybody's trying to use quips of like rolling dice and stuff like that. But I want to see a bad review in here. So just for some contrast, it's not 100%. There we go. Here's a few ones. Its zeal to capture the wild rhythms of such a mythically dense universe. It's frustrating to see Honor Among Thieves fail to coalesce into a more cohesive story by the time the 134-minute runtime ends. What? Guys, it was a simple story. It's kind of like, we got to go back and save this person kind of story. What? That wasn't that hard to follow. I'm sure fans will love this dense appreciation of lore, but others may find it regardlessly exhaustive and far, far long for a movie that ultimately feels rather slight. So some people ragging on the runtime. Yeah, maybe I could say that because it is 2 hours, it's a little bit long. But I said it's just fun. Chris Pine has that charm with him. And Michelle Rodriguez, oddly enough, in this too. She's like the barbarian. She's got some good scenes. And it has a fun cameo in this. There's a fun cameo that shows up in this. That'll just be like, what? I didn't know that this person was going to be in this movie. And that's the kind of payoffs that you'll get watching Dungeons and Dragons. The chemistry between these four. Yeah, it definitely pays off. Does it get a little bit cheesy and hokey at times? Yeah. But yeah, Michelle Rodriguez, I think she did a great job in this. Hugh Grant, for the angle that he was playing, did it very well. Regé-Jean Page, yeah, he showed up. He was there. Whatever. I know he's a draw there for some people, but yeah, the evil, like this easy header. I like this. This is like very Sith-like, right? Good villain. Really good villain. I dug her a lot. Sophia Lillis, we've seen from the It movies, plays the druid, shapeshifter. Cool. Yeah, I'm sorry. I get enamored a little too easily looking at that. Anyway, Dungeons and Dragons. Thumbs up in my book, guys. Have you seen the trailers? If you like the tone of the trailers, it pays off in spades in the movie. I would give Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves a 7.5 out of 10. Maybe an 8. No. Yeah, 8 out of 10. Why not? 7.5 out of 10. I got to be honest here, right? 7.5. It's a good movie. You're going to have a fun time at the movies this weekend with Dungeons and Dragons. That's what you need to know. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below, and we'll talk about it. You're watching Mirror Domains. Man, my voice. I hate this. I hate this so much. It's like, as I said, I get it worse in the head. I can't use the full faculty of my voice. Otherwise, it'll sound weird. And the pressure, you get like, yeah, it's terrible. But, yeah, high energy, pump it loud. I wish I could have. I wish I could. I just don't have the full faculty. And it's gross.